Hello beautiful lovers, welcome back to this house of fashion. Hope you have a wonderful day. Today's tutorial is going to be on how to cut this lovely kaftan with a front belt. You can see, then this is the fabric I'm using. I'm making use of 3 yards of this fabric to cut it out. So the first folding is going to be into 4, and what I'm folding out is going to be 2.5 yards. I'm not making use of all the 3 yards. So I'll now cut out 2.5 yards now and fold it into 4. So the first fold is going to be into 2, then into 4. So let me fold it out and show it to you. So here is after it's been folded into 4. As you can see, this is into 4. Then the first thing I'm going to take here is going to be my shoulder slant of 1 inch. And since what I've folded out, I've given the length of sleeve because I'm using the old length for the sleeve. This is about 25 inches. You know, when you fold out 2.5 yards of fabric, it's going to give you 25 inches. So the next thing is to slant it from the center to the shoulder slant. Like this, I'm making use of my ruler to rule it out so that I will have a straight slant line. As you can see, then the next thing is to go down to the full length and take the opening of the leg. The opening of the leg, I want it to be 15 inches, at least 15 inches in 4 places. Is going to give us 60 inches, so it's still okay. Even though it's not going to have a slit, it's okay for the person to be able to walk, you understand. But if you want it to have a slit at the front, that means you have to reduce it from that 15 inches. And here is the 15 inches. You can see. Then I'll now take the wideness of the sleeve. The wideness of the sleeve is going to be around 7 inches. 7 inches. That's the opening of the sleeve. So it's from this 7 inches, I'm going to slant it down to 15 inches. You understand? I'm done with this now. The next thing is to cut it out. So this is after cutting it out. You can see how the shape looks like. You can see. So the next thing here is to cut out the neckline. The neckline is a V neckline, round neckline at the front, then V neckline at the back. But before then, let me take the full length. The full length I'm using here is the full length of the fabric, so I'm not going to cut it at all. This is about 60 inches. The 60 inches is with the same allowance. So let me now cut out the neckline. The wideness of the neckline I'm using here, I'm going to use 3.25 for the wideness of the neckline. Then the deepness of the neckline is going to be 1.5 inches for the back. Then I'm going to connect it like this. Then I can now cut it out. You can see. So this is the back neckline. I'll now take away the back, then cut out the front neckline. To cut out the front neckline, the first thing we're going to need here is going to be the deepness of the neckline, which I'll make use of 7.5 inches. 7.5 inches is here, you can see. Then we're going to connect it. Let me connect it to have a straight line. Then from here, we're going to start it up to the shoulder as well. Using my ruler, you can see. And if your hand is straight enough, it's not necessary. I'm just trying to make use of ruler to make it straight. Don't mind my chalk, it's not rising properly, but when I'm cutting it out, I'm going to cut it out straight. So this is the neckline for the front. So we are done with the front neckline. So the next thing is to bring out that big belt at the neckline. You can see there's a big belt attached to the neckline. So that is the next thing to cut out now. I know this particular style, it has a slit at the front, and I've divided the front into two. You can see. Then this is the belt I'm using. We're going to fold it into two, stitch it before placing it at the shoulder. You can see the widest I'm making use of here is about 7.5 inches. You can see, so I'll just have to fold it into two. Then is about 0.5 inch that we're going to use for the stitching. So we'll be left with 3 inches, and the length I'm making use of here is 30 inches length. 30 inches length, so it's 30 in two places for both. But you can see this is 30 inches. Then I will go ahead and turn the belt, then bring it back to show you how to attach it to the neckline. So this is after when I've turned the belt, then I've ironed it as well. You can see the way I slant it. I did not straight it. I slant it at the neckline. You know, it's a free neckline, so you just have to slant the belt as well to make it slant like that. You can see the way I'm slanting it. Then I'm going to pin it down. I've pinned it down. The next thing here is to go and stitch it. So let me go and stitch this to the other shoulder at the back, then show you the finishing. Welcome back. Here the finished work so far. This is after stitching everything together. You can see the front bow, I've tied it. You can see how beautiful the kaftan turns out. If you're watching me for the first time, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe to my channel for more amazing tutorials. And for those who have already subscribed, I really appreciate you guys for watching my video always. See you in my next tutorial. Bye.